What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails of Cold Steel 2. Last time we started our time back, Rean's time back at Thor's. He's been doing classes in the few weeks I think he's only been back for like a week or so. Catching up on everything he's missed since he was in Crossbelt for a month, and everyone getting ready to decide what they're going to do after the school year ends. Apparently, at Thor's, the school year ends at the end of March, which is very interesting. But it seems like most of Class 7, if not all, besides Rean, are planning to venture out after 1 year. They're not going to spend the entire 2 years here at Thor's. But then we also have a bunch of second years who are also going to be graduating. So everyone's kind of figuring out what they want to do. And we're going around talking to everyone about their plans. But we're here where Toa is hanging out, so we're gonna go inside and say hello. Sounds like someone's talking inside. Oh, and about next year's entrance ceremony. Don't worry, I've got all the arrangements sorted out. Excuse me, could you stamp this for me, please? Hold on just a sec, I'll be right there. He sounds really busy. I should probably go and check in on the engineering building first. Alright, well, I guess Toa is last. Good to know. Alright, so we're gonna hold off on the engineering building for now. Let's see if anyone's hanging out by the old schoolhouse. Nope, don't look like it. Can you even go inside? Nope. Alright, nothing to do here. Been a very long time since we were in the old schoolhouse. It would have been August, September? Probably? Edel and Fee over here with the flowers. The flowers inside all our hearts have seen better days. Mine and Fee's included. But that's nothing to worry about. I'm sure the spring's warm caress will thaw them out and return them to normal. The new seeds I planted have finally started to sprout. It'll be a while before we get to see any flowers, though. I was hoping I actually have the chance to raise these ones myself, but it wasn't meant to be. Yeah, so she's gonna be leaving as well. Margarita. Where in the world could my little sugar plum have disappeared to? Most men would be glued to the arm of a fiancé as delectable as I am. Vincent must be feeling shy. There's not much time until he graduates, so I'll have to find him so we can spend his final hours at Thor's together. I'm sure that's definitely what he wants. Hey, Friedel. Instead of going home once I graduate, I plan on going on a little journey. I weighed all my options, and this one stood above the rest. I'm curious to see how far my swordsmanship can take me, so if nothing else, it should be a very interesting experiment. I decided to ask Loggins to join me as well, so let's see how he replies. Are Friedel and Loggins a thing? Possibly? Looks like I'm finally able to go toe-to-toe with Patrick. Guess I've got all of Bridget's support over the year to thank for that. But these aren't my laurels to rest on. A good boyfriend aims higher to make sure he can always keep his girlfriend safe. Oh, it's you, Schwarzer. Is it true you're going to help out the student council again tomorrow? I would have imagined one in your position would take the opportunity to rest, but I suppose that's just not your way. Yeah, for better or for worse, that's just how I am. How are things back at home, by the way? I've heard things are still kind of chaotic over the Sutherland province. So it seems. It's certainly keeping my father busy. Celestin will be returning home to help him, so I imagine he'll be able to stay on top of things, but... Bah. What is it to you how my family is faring? Don't you have enough to worry about as things stand? Well, I have no shortage of scores to settle with you, so I'd appreciate it if you got back to being your old self. Otherwise, I'll simply end up speeding ahead of you before you know it come next month. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, Patrick cares in his own rivalry sort of way. Oh, they are going to be swimming. Monica? Having to race against Laura is a little panic-inducing, sure. But I can't let that put me off trying. I won't get better if I never push myself. Then let our race begin. I expect nothing short of your best. Of course. It's a true joy to see the strides Monica's made since she first started swimming. People are like water, always shifting, always churning. Even when they look calm on the surface, I have no doubt plenty was happening beneath the surface for her. Wise words. Alright, so now I guess it's just anyone else we'll see outside and Eustace. Oh, who's down here? Is that Casper? It is. It's official. Once Klein graduates, he's going to into the Imperial Army. In fact, that's where he is right now, doing some sort of training program. I was hoping to pick his brain about some stuff, given I'm the new captain of the swimming club. Oh well. Oh, so I guess we're not going to see Klein again. I wonder if he says anything if you try to do this. This is a girls' locker room. If I walked in, my death would be swift, blissful, but swift. That's funny. We can walk through here, though. I don't know if we ever even really took a look in here. Yep, they got showers and everything. Anyone on the second floor? Oh, Rex. Oh, they're gonna race. Better get snapping now. Now this is why the swimming club's the best club. Nothing but well-rounded photo opportunities, one after another. Rest in peace, Rex, the war photographer. We hardly knew ye. Yeah, I wonder what Rex is gonna do. I mean, I think Rex is a first year, so I imagine he's not going anywhere just yet. Eustace and Paula. I owe nearly as much to the riding club this year as I do to our class. My time at Thor's wouldn't have been nearly as interesting if I hadn't joined. I considered myself lucky to have done so. I'm happy to hear that. Still, Rean, from what I understand, my brother owes you a lot for what you've done over your stay in Crossbell. I wouldn't say that. While I was there, I saw the extent of his political skill over and over again, and well, I feel like I only now know just how much he's capable of. In both good ways and bad, I assume. I thought I knew him just like I thought I knew my father, but in the end, they were both strangers to me. Well, that's sad. Sorry, Eustace. Well, enough about me. I just wish he could have seen his duty as one of the Academy's instructors through to the end of the year. That's all. Yeah, that is unfortunate. I sometimes forget, but so it was Rufus, it was Alice's mother, it was Machias's dad, and then Prince Oliver, or Olivier. They were all on the board of directors. Well, I guess Oliver's the one who put this in motion to begin with. I've been chosen as the next riding club captain. I can't help but feel like Eustace would be the right person for the job, though. Still, it's my responsibility now, so I'm going to do an even better job than he would. Well, is Eustace even staying for a second year? Hey, Lambert. I have my heart set on joining the Imperial Cavalry after graduation. We live in rapidly changing times, but that only makes it more important for me to chart Erebonia's path as both a noble and a soldier. Besides, this provides me an opportunity to put my Thor's education to good use. The lessons I learned from the Civil War, too. Why did I come to this conclusion, you ask? I suppose it was Eustace's influence, and that of a dearly departed fellow second year. Aww. Crow. Alright, I think that's pretty much everybody, so I guess we can head to the engineering building now. Oh, Becky and Hugo will be the last ones then. Hugo, you wee bam, I hope you're ready for the flea market tomorrow. I'm gonna outsell you so hard, you'll have no choice but to admit I'm the better merchant. Becky, if you're only now declaring war, you've already lost. Any merchant worth his salt should have known the battle started the moment the market was announced. Did I overestimate you again? Alright, let's head to the engineering building. But isn't the building behind the engineering building? Bike. Looks like George has given the bike a bit of a tune-up. Can't wait until I get another chance to ride it. Oh.
Yeah, Rean 君。
今日の授業は終わりかい？
Yeah, just got up. Wait, is that?
ああ、暗用の新しい動力バイクさ。
Looks really nice.
改めて君用にと思ったが、もう思い入れもあるだろうし、こっちを私が使おうと思ってね。
Now I feel bad considering I pretty much did just that to you. Your new one's got a pretty cool design though.
基本的なスペックは君のやつと変わらないけどね。暗用のチューニングとロングツーリング用の装備を追加するつもりさ。
But distance riding would mean you're planning on going off on some big journey, aren't you?
ああ、モラトリアムってやつさ。私の武術の先生もそうだったが、いろいろなものを見てみたくてね。とりあえずゼムリア大陸を一周してみようと思っている。
Wow. That's not a very specific plan, a pretty sizable journey.
まったく行動力がありすぎるっていうか。
そういう君こそ人のことは言えないだろ。名だたる技術工房巡りなんて武者修行もいいところじゃないか。
そうかな。
I take it you'll be leaving Erevonia for a while too, George?
ああ、まずはリベールの ZCF に行ってみるつもりさ。
Oh, cool.
その後はレマン自治州にあるエプスタイン財団本部。できればカルバードのベルヌ社も訪ねてみたいかな。
You really want to get around. Will you even be able to get into Calvert at this point?
情勢的には相当厳しそうだが、なんとかコネが使えそうでね。技術屋として僕なりにこの状況をどう改善できるか、各国の技術者と交流しながら見極めていきたいんだ。
You've thought that far ahead? That's really admirable. I hope you can find a way to make that happen. Even though I feel kind of hypocritical saying that as someone who participated in the war.
リン君、頭を上げてくれ。
君が恥じる必要など何一つないさ。宰相殿が誘導した以上、クロスベルの件はああいう形で一旦収める以外の方法はなかった。戦争を長引かせないためにも力を示す必要があったんだろう。
Probably correct. But
あのまま戦争が長期化すれば、クロスベルの地そのものが戦火に巻き込まれていただろうね。そうなれば罪もない市民がたくさん犠牲になっていたに違いない。その意味で君が果たした役割はすごく大きかったと思うよ。
罪悪感を感じるなとは言わない。それは君自身が向き合うものだろうから。
yeah.
ただ私たちやとはもちろん君の仲間たちも君のことを理解していることだけはどうか忘れないでくれ。
Sometimes I wonder how I was lucky enough to get such good ones. Thanks, you guys. This really helps.
せっかくだから彼の様子も見てきたらどうだい？必要な設備も揃ったし、快適でいてくれるといいんだが。
Can he even be uncomfortable? I think I will. But not to discredit your coziness efforts or anything. But he seems fine no matter where I leave him. Yeah, like I was just saying.
さすがに大物だね。後で私も挨拶させてもらおうかな。
You can imagine my father wasn't exactly thrilled with my decision, but he gave in, eventually. I suppose I should be grateful for having such an understanding father and such a hard head. There's no telling when I'll be back, but I guarantee it'll be even more awe-inspiring than I am now. Oh, and the stories I'll have to tell, you have a lot to look forward to. Great. Oh, just like the storage on the ship. Hey Valimar, how are you holding up?
おおむね快適だ。自己修復があるとはいえ、ここで整備が受けられれば稼働効率の向上も見込めよう。
That's good. Glad to hear it. This is going to be our new home base for the time being, so you can get in as much maintenance as you need. I'm gonna need you a lot in the days ahead, Valimar.
頼まれよ。
Something wrong?
いや、何かが反応した気がしたが、どうやら気のせいだったようだ。
Huh? You really are starting to get scarily human these days, you know? What was it you sensed, though? A person?
不明。だが、単なる地脈の揺らぎの可能性が高い。そこまで珍しくはなかろう。
Well, if you don't think it's anything worth worrying about, I'll try and put it out of my mind. If you sense anything strange in the future, though, let me know, okay? You can tell me telepathically was the word, right?
皇帝、何かあれば知らせよう。
Cool. So, Rean can hear from Valimar telepathically. That's pretty neat. Alright, I guess now we'll check in on, Toa. Really does just feel like the end. Everyone's saying their, well, not really saying goodbyes yet. I can't hear anyone talking now. I guess the meeting must be finished. Maybe I'll be able to see her now? There's definitely someone in there, but there's no response. Oh, I know. Excuse me, I'm coming in. Is she asleep? Yep. I guess even though she's not captain of a ship anymore, she can still get tired like this. Yup, I knew it. No wonder she fell asleep. She must have been really busy getting everything sorted out for the spring. Makes me remember finding her like this over in the computer room. Alright, I probably shouldn't look too much or she'll get mad when she wakes up. Aww. Correct.
そっか、寝ちゃってたんだ。
すみません。ノックはしたんですけど。
私が悪いんだし、気にしないで。ああ、もう、なんでリン君にはこんなところばっかり。また寝顔見られちゃったし。
なるべく見ないようにしましたから。
Hopefully that helps.
それならいいけど。あれ、リーン君どうしたの？なんだか顔色が悪いような気がするけど。
Well, I'm sure he's really taken aback when he heard her say Crow's name.
いえ、なんでもないですよ。夕日のせいかな。体調は悪くないですし。
Liar.
リーン君、こっち。
え？あの
ね、リーン君は男の子だし、実際にこの1年で成長したと思う。もう男の子とは言えないかな。
He is participating in some pretty, grown up things.
でもね、いつもずっと立ち続ける必要はないんだよ。疲れたら、気が抜けちゃったら我慢しないで座ってもいいと思う。大人だって男の人だってね。
すみません。俺
Aww.
会長、すみません。俺約束を守れなくって。クロウを連れ戻して先輩たちと卒業させるって。
He's breaking down.
それなのに。
いいの、いいんだよ。リーン君はちゃんと私たちの思いをクロウ君に届けてくれた。クロウ君の思いも私たちにちゃんと。だからね、そんなに悲しまないで。
I'm sorry, I didn't want anyone to see me like that.
これでおあいこだね。私も何度もリーン君に恥ずかしいところを見せちゃったし。
Fair. Have you finished getting everything ready for the next student council now, by the way?
これで私も晴れて生徒会長退任かな。次の子たちも優秀だから教えることもなかったんだけど。
That's good. Still, it must have been hard work getting through it all. You're going on a tour of various NGOs after graduation, right?
政治、経済、技術、医療とかいくつかの分野があるんだけど、1年間は勉強させてもらうつもり。その後、軍か省庁に入るかはちょっとわからないけど。
Well, I'm pretty sure they'd both love to have you. There's no chance either one would say no to you. Especially since taking a year off hasn't made them any less determined to recruit you. Though, after all you did with commanding the courageous, it's no wonder you're so in demand.
ただ必死だっただけなんだけど。でもこれからのことを考えるといろいろな視点は持っておきたいから。軍に入るにしても省庁に入るにしても自分の考えは持っておきたいんだ。何よりも帝国の未来のために。でちょっと大げさかな。
Not at all. After how much you've done for this academy, I can only imagine how much you could do for this country. Just try not to overwork yourself, okay? Look in a mirror. Maybe, Rean? We're with you all the way, but we'll always worry, you know.
ありがとう。そういえばどうしたの？来てくれて嬉しいけど用事があったんでしょ？
Oh, I'd completely forgotten too. I just came to ask if there was anything I could help tomorrow, seeing as it's another free day.
でもリーン君帰ったばかりだし、明日は君たちの。
That's all the more reason I want to spend tomorrow's free day is the same way I spent all the others. It wouldn't feel like our final free day as Class 7 if it were any different.
そっか。分かったよ。いくつか心当たりもあるし、寮の郵便受けに入れておくから。
Sounds good.
よろしくお願いね、リーン。
Time to finally head back. Rean. Hey guys, didn't expect to run into you. Yeah, crazy coincidence, huh? Are you heading back to the dormitory too? That was the idea. Why don't we all head back together then? It's nice seeing the flowers as they start to bloom. Yeah, I know you guys said earlier they'd be in full bloom in a week, but I'm thinking it'll be closer to the end of the month personally. Just in time for the welcoming ceremony. The new students will be able to begin their academic lives here surrounded by lino flowers, just as we did. How wonderful. You've all known each other since your first day here, right? That's right, nobody else started partway through the year like you did. But back then, I never could have imagined we'd get along this well. We got off to kind of a rocky start. You're telling me. Especially Machias and Eustace. For what it's worth, I do regret the way I behaved back then. It's not exactly something I'm terribly proud of. Oh, think nothing of it. Immaturity makes fools of even the best of us at times. Thanks, hold on, what's with that expression? You weren't exactly standing on the moral high ground either. I wouldn't have had as much of a reason to behave the way I did if you hadn't kept looking down your nose at me. Did you not hear me say the best of us? It was hell on all of us at the time, but it's just a fond memory now. I suppose the same could be said about your and Rean's little incident at the start of the year, couldn't it? Oh boy. Just had to bring that up, didn't you? Should have seen this coming. Oh, little incidents are my favorite. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Well, don't you dare. She's the last person who needs to know. It does feel like a lifetime ago now that that happened. Our first day really was full of surprises. Yeah, I can't imagine too many teachers welcoming their students by dropping them through a hole in the floor. Even without having to fight a gargoyle on the way out, that's a pretty memorable start to a school year. That gargoyle proved to be quite the opponent, too. I'll say, and when we finally managed to pull together and defeat it, she just casually drops in like nothing happened. It's like she was lying in wait the whole time, watching and waiting for a chance to strike. That's exactly what she was doing. Still, as exhausting and unusual as it was, that was how our class began. I'm pretty sure it's burned into all of our memories at this point. How could it not be? I have no doubt about that. Even so, I'm sure it's one of the memories that I'll cherish decades into the future. Aw, now you got me all jealous. Now it's my turn to do something crazy and make some super memorable memories too. Don't you dare. I dread to imagine what she's thinking when she says something crazy. Oh, on a hopefully unrelated note, what are we gonna do for dinner tonight? I'd only plan on getting something over at Kirsch's, but if anyone has any better ideas. I think it may be a good idea to make something for ourselves. If we divide the work between us, I'm sure our meal will have quite a bit of variety too. That does sound nice. My cooking skills were in danger of getting rusty too. No objections here. Well, unless anyone has what they need already, I think it's time to split up. We've probably got a lot to buy, so...
その必要はありませんわ。
Hi, Sharon.
あなたはだからシャロン、なんであなたがいるのよ。
Well, she was always part of our class too after like the first month or so.
会長のお許しをいただきまして、今一度第三学生寮の管理人を拝命いたしました。短い期間ではございますが、皆様のお世話をさせていただきます。早速今夜のお食事も準備している最中ですわ。
How nice.
そうだったんですか。
You know, you really gotta think about the budget that Class 7 themselves probably needs, because, you know, there's like, what, 8 or 9 of them? So, dinner every night is probably pretty expensive.
じゃあ遠慮なく。
世話になろ
今夜はごちそうだね。って RF グループの立て直しを手伝っているんじゃなかったの？おまけに春以降の注文が殺到して生産ラインが追いつかないって。大旦那様がお戻りになったので今のところは大丈夫です。
Oh, wow.
会長と張り合いながら諸案件を次々と片付けてらっしゃいますし。なあもう。
さすがはグエンローだな。
あー、お腹すいた。ちょっと暖かくなってきたし、そろそろビールの季節よね。やら、何してるの君たち。ゲゲ、なんであんたがここにいるのよ。
ご無沙汰しております、サラ様。ビールのおつまみでしたら牡蠣の燻製やオイルサーディンを仕込んでおりますけど。
How nice.
ご夕食の時にお付けしますか？
よろしくお願いします。
シャロンさん、微妙な立場なのに結構平気で動いているよね。
Yeah, I was just gonna bring that up. It's funny to, you sometimes forget that she's an Ouroboros member.
多分 RF 社と帝国政府の間で協定が結ばれてるんだろうな。
Oh yeah, I'm sure that secret came out.
まあシャロンさんなら関係なしに手伝いに来てくれそうだけど。
Although, to be fair, I mean, there's a number of Ouroboros members that just are, you know, publicly known that they were part of that group that get left alone. You know, like Joshua and Rean, for example. Although, I guess, technically, Sharon is still part of Ouroboros. She's never said that she, like, left. Whereas Joshua and Rean are completely, like, done with it. Yeah, I think I might have eaten too much. It's been so long since we last had Sharon's cooking. She hasn't lost her touch. None of it feels heavy on my stomach at all. Well, that's all my work done for the day. Maybe I should go see how everyone else is doing. You can explore Class 7's dorms on the night before each free day. Be aware, however, the story will progress should you return to Rean's room. Crow's room. Here's Crow's room. I think I'll stay away from it for now. I feel more like going around talking to everyone. Yeah, I guess before we end the night, we can talk to everybody. Probably won't take too long, I imagine. Something on your mind, Eustace? For the first time in a long time, no. I'm just taking a short break. Looking over an endless sea of documents can be rather tiring on the eyes. Oh, are those the tax reports you mentioned? Ordinarily, this would be my father's work, but His Majesty has yet to decide his fate. Rufus hasn't so much glanced in Barryhard's direction since he took over his new job in Crossbell either. As such, the task falls to me. Man, I knew everyone in our class had it pretty rough right now. But you've got it rough as no contest. If my ego had its way, I would boast that filling in for my father is a simple and mundane task. But on top of the paperwork, I'll need to manage the provincial army and oversee the province as a whole. Then there's the matter of keeping the most stubborn of the nobility in check. I don't expect the first 6 months to be pleasant. The fact that you're already thinking 6 months ahead is pretty impressive as it is. Standing in for Duke Alborea like that must take some real confidence. I know you'll manage, though. That much is obvious. What is it? It's nothing. In the days to come, more people will be relying on you than ever before. But no matter who does so, or what they ask, do not lose your pride as a noble. Act independently, your head held high. Maintain your pride and your autonomy, and I'm sure you'll be fine. Thanks. I promise I will. I'll hold you to that. Good words. Are you finishing up your painting, guys? Yeah, this is my last one. I want to make sure I'm completely satisfied with it before declaring it finished. That's understandable. You're going to keep painting once you're back at home, though, right? Well, I don't know how much time I'll have to set aside for that, but I intend to keep working on it bit by bit. There's growing reason for concern in Calvard, to the east of the Highlands. But all in all, things are more peaceful now than they were. I should be able to focus on painting my magnum opus. Oh, is it going to be of Nord? If anyone could make a masterpiece of the Highlands, it'd be you. That wouldn't be such a bad idea. But actually, I was intending to paint a picture of the Academy, its students, and the Courageous. You mean, now you're getting it. I want to capture the day we liberated the Academy. And once I finish it, I fully intend to return to Erebonium with it in hand. What better way to forever memorialize this place as my second homeland? Man, you really are amazing. Well, if you ever need reference materials, you know who to call. I can get pictures of anything you might need and send them over. I know you're talented, but that's a lot to paint off just your memory. Ha, I appreciate that. Elliot? Hey, Elliot, taking care of your violin? Yeah, it's taken care of me over the past year, so why not return the favor? I'm actually planning on giving a few of them to the Academy before I go. Just to make sure next year's first years have something to practice with. That's really generous and sure to make a lot of people happy. And you'll finally be heading off to a music academy like you always wanted. I bet they'll push you pretty hard over there too. I don't doubt it. I'm going to need all the music. I'm going to need to be all music all the time if I want to stand a chance of keeping up. Though, to be honest, after all my time I spent here, I don't really want my life to be completely about music. I love it, obviously, but to be a balanced person, I want to have a bit of variety in my life, like I had here at the Academy. For one thing, I don't want to get too rusty with my orbital staff. Good to hear. I hope everything works out for you. Thanks. Me too. No, it's nothing. Either way, Heimdallr and Trista are really close, so don't be a stranger, okay? I know you're gonna have tons of work to get through between your classes and your missions, but don't worry, I'll make time. I'm sure we'll have plenty of chances to see each other. There's still a ton of Heimdallr I haven't seen, too. You'll have to show me around next time I make it over there. You bet. It's sad to like I'm actually getting, even though I've played this before, like I can't help but get emotional again. You know, Rean and Elliot, they were the first friends each other ever made here. And now they're gonna have to go their separate ways. Who would have guessed Machias would be in here with a book? Hey, Machias, working hard or hard? Heh, I'll stop you right there. Of course I'm hard at work. Just look at the size of this book. I can't internalize as much of it as possible while I'm here. I'm doomed to failure from the start. And this is one of your new textbooks? Man, Heimdallar's political academies don't mess around, do they? You'll be the youngest person there, right? Most likely. I'd normally need to have graduated from Thor's with a bit more experience under my belt to have gotten in. There are a few Thor's grads there already, though. They take some every year. And as you might imagine, the recent political upheaval has the place swarming with applicants this year. The entrance exams were hard enough on its own, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. Can't say I envy you. So yeah, we're really starting to learn what everyone's kind of doing. So Eustace is going to manage his, home or region as an Alborea. Gaius is going back to the Highlands. Elliot's going to the Music Academy, and Machias is going to this other school in Heimdallar. Still, I know you're going to be just fine. You're so smart you can handle any subject they throw at you. Growing up with your dad should give you a leg up on the politics, too. Yeah, no pressure there. Honestly, there are times when I think diving into things headfirst like this is a giant mistake. What's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. Everyone's saying that. Everyone's just sad that, they're not going to see each other for a while, or as much as they used to. It's just, I know we're probably going to be both busy with our own lives come spring. But let's make time to have lunch together once in a while or something, okay? Studying is all well and good, but even I need a change of pace every now and again. I think that can be arranged. The train from here to Heimdallar only takes half hour. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't be able to hang out sometimes. Then it's a date. Alright, that's it for the boys. I guess now the girls. I guess we'll do the downstairs last, because I'm sure that's where Sarah and Sharon are. Oh no, I'm wrong. Sarah's actually in her room for once. Okay, we'll start at this end, I guess. I think this is Emma's, right? Yep. What's that? A potted plant grown by feet. Oh yeah, I forgot she gave plants to everybody. Just checking out Emma's room real quick. Is Celine in here? Celine might be downstairs, I guess. Emma, what are you doing? Oh, hi there, Rean. Yeah, I guess she doesn't really care about him barging in. Well, Dorothy and I decided we're going to put together one final collection of stories as a club. Since then, I've been working on a story for the students who will join the club next year. Oh, that sounds neat. Wait, if Dorothy's involved. The content is totally appropriate for children of all ages, I assure you. Admittedly, Dorothy's own stories sound like it'll have a few of her favorite literary elements, but all in moderation, she assured. Not that I'm one to judge. What kind of story are you writing? It's supposed to be a fairy tale. I can't pretend it's 100% original, though. I borrowed some elements from a story I heard as a child. It's going to star a gold unicorn and a pure-hearted maiden. At least, that's the plan. Sounds interesting. Can I give it a read when you're done? I'll still be here next year, so if I see any first years who seem like they'd enjoy it, I'll recommend it to them. I have to confess I'm a little embarrassed to let anyone see it, but the whole point of a story is to be read. Something wrong? No, not at all. I'm sure you and Valimar will be fine without my help now. Still, if you need anything, don't hesitate to get in touch. It may take some time to contact me, though. You'll have to use a method that isn't exactly conventional. Yeah, I could have guessed as much. I mean, I theoretically get how to use runes to communicate since you told me, but I have no idea how it actually works. I'd be shocked if you did. It's pretty far removed from the orbital technology you're used to. It has its benefits, though. For one, you'll be able to reach me no matter where I might be. So don't ever hesitate to drop me a line if you need my assistance. I'll always be happy to hear from you. Alright, I'll be sure to give you a ring or a rune, I guess. I hope you end up being able to find Vita, too. Thank you. Yeah, it seems like everyone is just, like, really worried about Rean, but they don't want to let him know that they're, like, super worried. That's why they keep saying, no, it's nothing. This is Laura's room, right? Yep. What are you looking at, Laura? Ah, it's you, Rean. I'll show you. Aww. Oh, you and Monica got a picture taken together? Oh, Rex was there. You both look so happy in it, too. That we do. Someone in the photography club kindly offered to take it for us. I thought it would make a fine souvenir of my time at the academy to take away with me. My mirror is on that being Rex. Oh well, it's a nice photo, and he got permission, for once. I never expected you and Monica would get so close. Between her and Fee, you kind of have a knack for becoming the best of friends with the ones you bump heads with first. Haha, please don't say that. I'm truly grateful to both of them for broadening my horizons. Meeting them enriched my life in ways I could have never pictured before. Truly, coming to this academy was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I didn't realize we'd made such a big impact on you. Well, you did, and don't mind me, I'm just feeling a little emotional. This isn't like me at all now, is it? There's no harm in a few tears, I suppose. This will be the last time I can relax before my training, after all. Yeah, you're not going to get much rest in with the training you got lined up. I won't be learning the Arcade School advanced techniques with training any less intense. I have no idea where we'll be conducting said training, but it will no doubt be as perilous as it will be dangerous. I had to spend a month in the Isengard Range as part of mine. I don't think a month's gonna cut it for what you're doing, though. It goes way beyond your average techniques. Indeed, I'm anticipating it'll take at least half a year, if not more. Father's going to be with me, but with things as difficult as they are, part of me feels guilty for taking up his time. I don't know about that. I think him agreeing to train with you shows how much faith he has in your potential. Besides, in a lot of ways, this might be the best time to do it. That is very true. Rean, I would still like for you to come with me on my... Laura, we talked about this, right? The best thing for the two of us is to walk our own paths. You only get one life. You got to make the most of it. I'd only just hold you back if I were there with you. And you shouldn't be holding yourself back for anyone else's sake. None of us should. I suppose you're right. She wanted him because we obviously went with the Laura route. She wants Rean with her. You know, she doesn't want to be separated from the person she loves. But what Rean means by he would hold her back is that if he's there, she's going to be more focused on him than she is her own training. I know that by taking on this training, I'll obtain the strength I need to cleave through the uncertain days ahead. This is something I have to do. Not only to become stronger for me, but to continue being a worthy sword for you. Aww. Thank you, Laura. I won't tell you not to overexert yourself, as I certainly can't promise you that I won't. Still, I want you to always bear in mind that no matter what happens, no matter where I am, my heart will always be with you. Please never forget that. Aww. I wouldn't want it any other way. That was sweet. This is Ali's. No, this is Fee. This is Alisa. Flower seeds? Are those seeds you got there? Yep, Edel gave them to me. They all came from the plants we grew in the gardening club. I'm just looking at what kinds there are here. Really? That's really nice of her. It's kind of like you can take everything you've achieved over the past year with you. Hehe, yeah. I wasn't even going to join a club until Edel found me relaxing and invited me. But I guess it wasn't so bad. Haha. Don't you worry, I'll be sure to check on the gardening club every once in a while to see how things are going. It would be a shame if all the plants you spend so long looking after were to wither and die. It doesn't matter. Even if they do, they'll eventually bloom again somewhere else. Kind of like us. When you put it that way, suppose you're right. What's wrong? Nothing. This one and this one should be okay too. Fee gave Rean a handful of seeds. What are these for? They're the easiest ones to look after. You can try raising them if you want. Don't worry if they wilt or anything, though. When I found the others in Zephyr, I'll come back and check if they're still blooming. If they are, you get a pat on the head. Haha, hey, I thought the head rubbing was my job, but I'll give it my best shot. It really seems to be your job. Not that you're the only one who does it. Lloyd's guilty of that too. Alright, now Alisa. Feeling sad about leaving the lacrosse club behind? Yeah, I was really into it by the end. I think it'll make for some wonderful memories to look back fondly on in the years to come. I can imagine. Does that mean you're not going to keep up with lacrosse and rower? I mean, where would you do that? I don't think I'll be able to. As far as I'm aware, there aren't any local teams I could join. Even if there were, I doubt I'd have the time for sports. Just thinking about how busy I'll be makes my head spin. No, scratch that. Being busy is all the more reason I need to make time for exercise. Yeah, good luck with that. Helping out with the Rhineford group sounds like a recipe for one all-nighter after another. Not just yet, actually. I won't be helping until Grandfather shows me the ropes. As I am now, I doubt I'd be able to do much at all in way of rebuilding the company. But you can bet I'll leave Mother speechless with how much progress I've made in a year's time. I'm sure you can do it if you put your mind to it. And I know Sharon will always be willing to help you out if you need her. She probably would, but then she'd just tell everything she did to Mother. Alisa? Oh, don't worry about it. I was just thinking about how blessed I am. I've got a wonderful family, a great club I'm part of, all of you as my classmates. Oh, right. Took me a long time to realize the same thing, too. We really are one and the same. Yeah. Aww. Alisa? It's nothing, honestly. I'm just feeling a bit emotional all of a sudden. I don't know what's gotten into me. Nothing's wrong, though, I promise. But still, let's both make the best of our free day tomorrow. It's the last one we'll ever have as a class. The last thing any of us want is to end it with regrets. Yeah, agreed. Let's make it a day to remember for both of us. I think most of them are just sad that they're going to say goodbye to Rean. I mean, obviously each other too, but Rean really is the center of the class. The only one who doesn't look like they have a care in the world is this one right here. What's up, Milliam? Oh, hey, Rean. It's nothing. I just feel kind of down. Down? Yeah, I was just thinking about how everyone was at dinner time. Sharon's food was really nice, and we all seemed like we were having a good time. But I don't know. It was weird. Like, we were all upset, but didn't want to let it show. It's been bugging me. Oh, so that's why. You really have grown so much these last few months. And not just mentally, I think you've gotten a little taller, too. Maybe, about 2 reg or so. Judging by my specs, I'm not going to get much taller than this, though. I'm Mini Milliam forever and ever. But you never know, maybe I'll grow up to have boobies so big I can use them as a shelf like Emma's. Ha ha ha. Something wrong? Wow, it got reversed on him. Nah, not really. So you've got a new mission starting next month, right? Yep, I've got to see how things are out over west. Duke Cayenne's been arrested, but it sounds like things are pretty nuts over there. Oh, but guess what? I might get to go out to Libero or Remiferia soon. What is it with you and blabbing classified information? Well, whatever. Just promise me you'll take care of yourself. And be sure to keep in touch. I'll always be there when you need me, okay? Righto, I promise. That goes double for you, mister. If you need me to bust you out of a jam, just say the word. She really would bust him out of a jam, wouldn't she? Alright, I know we have a few left to talk to, but I think this video is running a bit long, so we'll talk to Sarah and Sharon next time, and then end the night and see where it leads us. So, that's gonna be it, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see y'all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.